To live a life that you actually want, to live the way you want, and to do the things that you want, you need to have control over your own life. There's only a certain amount of freedom and fulfillment that you can have when you bear the consequences of everything that happens in your life and you don't feel that you currently have the control over your own scenario, over your own life. The good news is that this is a mental change you have to make. There's nothing physically stopping you from doing anything, but it is the mental that is holding you back. And changing who you are up here is going to allow you to have the freedom to stop disappointing yourself, to actually live the way that you want. I used to completely feel like a bag in the wind. Like I was just kind of being blown around by life, and I was just kind of watching. I was like just watching what was happening in my life. I wanted to do so many things. I wanted to live a certain way, but it felt like I just kept disappointing myself. I wanted the desire and I could never follow through with it. And I'm not the most successful man. I haven't necessarily achieved a giant list of so many things, but I have been able to completely live the way I want. And I've set up my mind in a way that I can set up my life to be able to actually live the way I want and to take the necessary actions to do so. In this video, I'm going to break down how I and how you can actually take control of your life. This is the first time watching me. My name is Sam Hardy, and I'm a very young man that has completely changed my life through fitness, a healthy lifestyle, and spiritual and mental transformations. Through years of development, I've been able to genuinely thrive in this modern world. My mission is to help as many people as possible thrive in a modern world that is difficult to do so. There are two major things that go into being able to take control, take full control and ownership for your life. The first thing is having a plan and figuring yourself out. And the second part is actually owning it, sticking to it, and becoming the person that can take the action, be disciplined. And the first thing is you need to know where you're headed. You can't arrive anywhere if you have nowhere to go. As somebody that has aspired to be successful, jacked, all these things in my previous years, I can confirm that ambition is absolutely necessary, but ambition with no plan, it's a completely unfocused laser. You can't actually act on anything. Even though it feels like you can, you genuinely do need a certain direction to go to. And I like to think about the plan, all the ideas, all the important mental stuff that we want to know, because sometimes a lot of us don't know what we want to do, don't know what direction to take, don't know what next steps we want to actually act on. And I like to think of it is that all these ideas, all these plans, all these things that we're looking for are already out in the universe. And we have to become able to receive them. We have to get to a point we are actually able to receive the ideas, to receive the plans. In our modern culture especially, we are far too distracted, far too overstimulated to genuinely think of a good plan, to genuinely find our purpose, our direction. There's so much indecision. Indecision to a certain point is normal, and it's like your mind will change. You don't have to be iron. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to change. But we have so much indecision now because our brains are so overstimulated that we just genuinely cannot think clearly. We can't really dig deep. We can't really be like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. Or, oh my gosh, I definitely want to do this. This is what I genuinely care about. It's hard to reach any deeper level thinking, any deeper level brain power when our brains are overstimulated. We could barely do the surface level thing. So we first need to get in touch with our true self. Before we even have the plan to be able to receive it, we have to be in touch with our true self, and that is completely impossible if we're overstimulated and over distracted. So the first thing you need to do is take a social media break. Now, you don't need to just delete social media for the rest of your life, but you need to take a break from it. Live your real life, not what, oh, this cool idea I saw on Instagram, this cool idea I saw on TikTok. This looks cool, that looks cool. It's so much distraction. It's ridiculous. Live your own life. Think your own thoughts. Take a break for 2 weeks. Social media is going to influence you, give you these bits of dopamine that make you artificially motivated to do things that you normally not even want to do. And it's too much. There's so many point of views, so many topics. Your brain can't take it. And I have a story about this. A couple of years ago, not too long ago, I was big on TikTok. I had all the social media. I scrolled. I did all of that crap. And over the summer, my friends wanted me to wrestle. And I wrestled back in elementary school, but it was never the same thing. This was like varsity level wrestling. And it was more of a commitment, obviously. And I was on the fence about it, and I honestly didn't think I wanted to do it. And one of my friends that wanted me to wrestle, showed me a TikTok of something cool that was wrestling related. It was like some high school guy doing some crazy move and winning his match. And he showed me all these wrestling TikToks. And that night, I signed up for wrestling. I was artificially motivated to do something because of this social media, because of this unnatural stimulation. I saw one point of view of one person, one clip, and it artificially motivated me, completely changed how I was actually thinking about it. So over the summer, I went to these practices and I continued to watch these TikToks because I was like, damn, this is hard. Like practices, I didn't enjoy it, but I would come home and I would watch these TikToks. I was like, no, I do want to wrestle, but I would hate the practices. And then when it got to the point where it was the regular season, when we were actually starting matches and then practicing every day, I realized I still did not want to wrestle. There was no part of me that wanted to wrestle. And I realized without the TikToks, I didn't want to wrestle. And those TikToks were the only thing making me think that I wanted to do it. It artificially motivated me. My brain wasn't acting. My brain couldn't process the things normally. If you socialize a ton, if you're one of those people that needs to be busy, needs to see people, you can't be alone. You also need to take a break. Not that you have to just sit in your room and never see anybody, but try to cut back a little bit from think about, do I really need to do this? Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to hang out? Or do I just want to distract myself? And once you cut out these two things, social media and unnecessary social activity, have this be a time where you really feel that resistance. You want to scroll. You want to just go out. You want to just stay up late. Feel that resistance. Feel the feelings. Feel them completely raw and sit with them. Don't try to necessarily make it feel better. Just observe them. And you will start to live in the real world. You will start to pay attention to the actual world. You'll start to think your own thoughts. You won't be thinking about this, thinking about that you saw. And you'll start to develop a new, true, stronger than any dopamine, any social media could ever give you, a true love for life, a true interest, authenticity. You are living your true life, and you will get in touch with your true self, because your true self is not some image. It's not some upgraded version of you. It's not, oh, I didn't do this, or I used to do this and now I don't do this. I used to scroll and now I don't scroll. I'm a new self. That's not what your true self is. Your true self is your presence. At the core of everything, the reality is that all we are, our soul, who we are, is our presence, our present soul. And all that there ever is the present moment in the now. That's all there ever is. So getting in touch with your true self, living your real life, being present. And it's impossible to do that if you don't even know about it and you've been distracting yourself this whole time. So when you start to live in the real world, you start to be present, you start to understand your true self, then start really thinking about what you want, not what anybody told you to like, not what any video inspired you to do. Really think about what you want. You may be interested in what a video showed you. You may like what other people said is also good. But really find out, confirm with yourself, is this what you want to do? So write on pen and paper, as specific as possible. What things do you want to do? What about your life do you want to control? What things do you really want to change? Because again, if you don't know where you're going, you can't really control it and it doesn't really mean anything. So get as specific as possible and focus on the inputs, not the output. Forget the result. The result's going to be driven by your inputs. Don't focus on the result. Freak the result. Develop a daily lifestyle that you truly love, and you will change as a person. You will genuinely change, and you will blow any goal that out of the water compared to just being like, oh, I want this. I want this. Focus on what you truly love, what you truly care about. Focus on the daily actions that it will take, the weekly actions it will take to get you there. So when you have some solitude, cut out the unnecessary social media. Your brain will declutter. You'll start to get amazing ideas. You'll be able to think way clearly than you've ever been able to. And your plan over time, it gets specific and you focus on the inputs, the actions. You will have your own unique developed plan. And the second part is actually becoming the disciplined man, becoming the person that can really act it out, because a plan is only as good as you act on it. People think that dreamers are unrealistic, and people think that dreamers can't succeed because they just dream. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with dreaming. That ambition, that dream, like what's in most of us, what's in so many of us, and we've somehow associated that with being negative. The thing is that there's nothing wrong with dreaming, and it's completely necessary and beneficial to have a great vision, a good dream, have those exciting feelings. The only difference is that most people dream and very few people act. And the only thing that will actually turn that dream into reality is the action. So you will now need to become a disciplined person. And now that you've been able to come in touch with your true self, you're not being motivated by all this crap. Discipline will really be attainable. I think most people are so undisciplined because their brain just can't. They just can't. Their brain can't process it. They just can't deal with it because it's lower level. It's deeper than that. It's really changing your character. And if you're not even present, you can't actually change yourself, or not as effectively. So build the discipline muscle. Now you have a lot more free time with not scrolling, not going on any BS. So add discipline into your daily lifestyle. The two focuses of adding discipline to your daily lifestyle are going to be that you will just get better at discipline, and it will become something you enjoy. It'll become the better way of living to you. You'll get used to it completely. And that it will raise your state. It will make you feel better. It's like instant gratification versus delayed gratification. Have a bowl of ice cream and sit on the couch and watch TV, you will feel worse, and it'll make your life worse. If you do something difficult, discipline, exercise, eat right. It may not feel it in the moment, but you will genuinely feel better afterwards, and it will increase your life's quality. 3 things that I personally did, some of the 3 main things that changed my life, and that I would recommend everybody does, because it will set yourself up to be able to achieve whatever it is that you want. Going to the gym and exercising, eating real natural foods, and meditation. When you go to the gym and you work out and you become healthy, which is part of the exercise of gym, and eating right, eating natural whole foods, your body literally becomes the epitome of discipline, the epitome of positive hard work. You become your actions. Being healthy and being in shape are going to drive your performance and how you feel, just your overall positive, radiant energy more than anything. You'll get into the habit of acting on what's truly best for yourself and what's actually going to make your life better, rather than that emotional initial response that we all get. It doesn't go away, but you are able to actually understand it and actually choose the right choice, and you enjoy your life way more. And that is building that discipline muscle, really choosing the right choice regardless of how it feels. And meditation will just aid in being able to really clear your mind. Great for your mental health, just great for clarity overall. You'll be more peaceful, and you'll just have so much more clarity. You will understand that fear, feeling sorry for yourself, comfort, all these things do is harm your life. And when I say comfort, I'm not talking about sleeping in a bed. You don't have to sleep on a concrete floor. What I mean by that is not choosing the choice that initially feels comfortable. We all can understand what is actually beneficial for our life. And over time, you will develop the discipline muscle. And it's just choosing discipline, choosing the right choice, no matter how it feels. It's going to feel sucky at first, especially when you first start out. It will get better. You will understand that it really does benefit your life over time. So now that you have a plan, you're healthier, and you have developed your discipline muscle. You are now able, truly capable of rewriting your story. If you're watching this and you now realize that you do want to change your life, but you don't feel ready, understand that you will never feel ready. I never feel ready for a lot of things. None of the best, most successful, hardworking, any attribute, none of these men, none of these people ever feel ready. There's no guarantee any of these people, nobody will feel ready for anything. We understand that if you're present and you do the right actions, you become the person throughout the process. So don't wait to be ready. Your brain is clear. You're calmer. You are able to receive a plan. You create a plan by living your own life and truly thinking about what you care about. Get specific. Focus on the inputs. What actions can I do? Forget the result. And keep yourself disciplined. Do good habits. Exercise. Eat right. Take care of yourself. And keep choosing those actions, and you will truly develop your character. And now you're powerful. You're able to do so. A capable man. And the last part, never to forget this, is to stay positive. Too often, people lose their soul when they become capable and powerful men. You got to smile, laugh. Don't talk bad about yourself when you mess up. All that does is make you revert back to your old self. If you allow the stress of changing, if you allow that resistance to take the better of you, you will not change. Or if you've already changed and you're not, and you're negative, what what good to the world or to yourself does that really make? Show as much love as you can to yourself and to other people, regardless of situation, regardless of how well you're doing. Not only will it actually aid your performance, because good energy, positive energy, is the best form of energy. It's the best fuel. It will actually truly make this so much more worth it. Truly better your life, fulfill yourself. And you will be able to be more disciplined, healthy, capable, and happy than ever, and truly control the one life that you get and to truly make the most out of it and love the whole process. Quick plug, if you guys are interested in specifically getting in your best shape, getting fit, getting jacked, and getting healthy through custom workouts, custom diet, changing your life, I will leave a video in the description describing my one-on-one coaching. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. But besides that, have an absolutely blessed day, and I will see you guys on the next one.